us off, we have a very special treat for you, which Rudy is going to introduce as we start our ceremony tonight.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rudy Cherry. I'm the Public Art Administrator for the City of Denver. And about a month ago, we actually had a very special project. We commissioned a new piece of music for the City and County Tower Bells called Ascent, but by Kevin Podolsky. It'll be a new signature piece for the city. We're hoping to play it on special occasions, and today is a special occasion, so we're going to be ringing the bells. So there you go. So when you hear this chime, you know there's a special event taking place in Denver. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rudy, and Arts and Venues for that special treat. It made you stop and pay attention, didn't it? Lovely piece. Good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us this afternoon as we put the outdoor downtown plan into motion. My name is Happy Haynes, and I'm proud to be the Executive Director of Denver Parks and Recreation. I want to start by welcoming Mayor Michael B. Hancock, City Council President Albus Brooks. I saw him here a moment. We're right here. Thank you for being here. You'll hear from both of them a little later in the program. I would also like to thank and acknowledge Tammy Dorr, President and CEO of the Downtown Denver Partnership, who co-funded and co-managed this planning process with us. We would not be here today without the extraordinary partnership of the Downtown Denver Partnership. So let's give it up for DDP. And is Tammy here today? Tammy Dorr right here. You'll hear from Tammy in just a few moments. Downtown Denver has historically been viewed as the economic and cultural center for the Rocky Mountain region. However, it is now also evolving into the next great neighborhood in Denver. Our downtown is experiencing unprecedented growth and becoming a 24/7 center with new residential, commercial, and retail, as well as significant investment in multimodal transportation to make it easier for people to commute to and from our downtown core. Because of this growth, we believe that Denver deserves a front yard as vibrant and as evocative as our collective backyard, the Rocky Mountains. Our downtown parks and public spaces are a place of first impression for those who come to visit and a place to play for our city dwellers. Caring for our front yard and demonstrating our commitment to its quality, health, and character has never been more important. And I'm sure you'll hear this from some of the other speakers today, but it bears note. Over 15 million people travel through Denver on an annual basis. And for our downtown corridor, this includes 123,000 employees, 54,000 students, 19,000 residents, and 1.6 million visitors. The Outdoor Downtown Plan is about creating a healthy, livable community for all of these various user groups, and it's what makes our downtown so unique. It was therefore important to make sure that this was a community-driven process. And I want to thank a few people Starting first with our downtown area planner, Mark Bernstein. Raise your hand, Mark. If you don't raise your hand when I call your name, I'm going to call you out, so just get prepared. Who worked alongside John Desmond, the Executive Vice President of Downtown Denver Partnership, to steer this project. We also had a robust committee process to engage various stakeholders and to gather feedback about our outdoor downtown plan. I would like to thank Penny May, Deputy Chief of Staff for the Mayor, and Wendy Williams from Vector Property Services. Is Penny May here? Is Wendy? They're standing right there. They were the ones who shepherded this process, who co-chaired our executive committee. And other members of the executive committee are here, I believe. Scott Gilmore, Deputy Executive Director for Parks. Where's Scott? He coordinated with the mayor on the red today. Gordon Robertson, our Director of Planning, Design, and Construction. Gordon's right there. Mark Bernstein, who was mentioned previously, our downtown area planner. And John Desmond from Downtown Partnership. Beth Moisky, from the Director of Downtown Special Districts. Is Beth here? Please raise your hand. Adam Perkins, a Senior Urban Planner with Downtown Denver Partnership. Adam, please raise your hand. Sharon Alton, Vice President, Downtown Experience from the Partnership. Ginger White, Deputy Executive Director from Denver Arts and Venues. Brad Buchanan, Executive Director of Denver Community Planning and Development. Stephen Chester, Senior City Planner from Denver Community Planning and Development, if Stephen is here. And Chrissy Fanginello, Director of Transportation and Mobility with Denver Public Works. Let's please give all a round of applause for our executive committee. And it didn't stop there. We had an advisory committee and a technical committee who worked tirelessly to help bring this plan to fruition. If you served on the advisory committee or the technical committee, please raise your hands and be acknowledged. Thank you very much. So as you can see, the Outdoor Downtown Plan is not just a parks plan. There's a convergence of city departments and partner organizations who all influence Denver's public realm, including community planning and development, arts and venues, and public works. Thank you all, and thank all of the employees from those departments for helping to guide this plan. We heard from thousands of people who responded to surveys, attended meetings, or provided feedback on our pop-up activities. Let me talk about what those pop-up activities were. For the past 2 summers, our Parks and Recreation Department, in partnership with Downtown Denver Partnership and other downtown community partners, have conducted social experiments, testing the idea of creatively using some of downtown's underutilized public streets to create park-like experiences and to encourage everyday activation through programs for the public, from fitness classes like the ones behind us to art installations, pop-up dog parks, and outdoor concerts. And by the way, I would like to give a shout out to our parks maintenance staff, as well as our rangers, our recreation department, our forestry staff, all of who took on extra work that was required by these activities. Please give them a hand. Finally, thank you to Chris Geddes and Callie Pfaff from Design Workshop. Where are you? Thank you right here for pulling everything together to create a visionary plan for our downtown parks and public spaces. We appreciate all of the engagement that has surrounded this plan. And with your partnership, now we look forward to putting this plan into action and creating the most vibrant public spaces throughout our city core. So as I call Tammy Dorr up and introduce her for a few remarks, I want to also acknowledge our facilities management department, who always make sure that the ceremonies like this come off smoothly. And so where are our staff? Thank you very much, facilities, for this great celebration today. And with that, thank you. They always do such a terrific job. I'd love to welcome Tammy Dorr as an extraordinary partner who is president and CEO of Downtown Denver Partnership, who's going to provide a quick overview of the framework of this plan and talk about connected downtown.
Thank you, Happy. Good afternoon, everyone. What a great day and what an absolutely beautiful park. For 62 years, the Downtown Denver Partnership has been fully committed to creating an economically vibrant and vital center city. A key piece of that is ensuring that our parks are attractive and cultural for all of us to enjoy the many experiences that a great city has to offer. We know that one of the most sustainable ways to build an economy is to create a place that attracts people and attracts businesses. Now, for the first time, we have a master plan that will address how we steward, manage, maintain, and envision the future of our center city parks. With this overarching vision for our parks, we now have an outdoor downtown plan that is structured around 5 elements: social, recreational, cultural, sustainable, and connected. Let's take a deeper look at the first component of the framework for our plan: connectivity. This means that our parks will be part of a technologically advanced downtown with Wi-Fi and outdoor working spaces to make our outdoor spaces an extension of our center city offices. They will support a walkable, bikeable, and improved pedestrian environment. For example, our 14th Street curb-protected bike lanes, our interactive kiosk, the 5280 loop, a 5.280-mile loop that will connect our center city neighborhoods. This linear park will be a destination for pedestrians and bicyclists alike. The transformative project will further exemplify Denver's efforts to innovate in terms of mobility. Yes, a connected downtown is a people-friendly downtown and one that will support an overarching economic development strategy, retain employees, and attract businesses. Before I turn it over to Lindy Eichenbaum-Lent, Executive Director of the Civic Center Conservancy, who will talk about sustainability, I'd like to take a moment and acknowledge the partnership board members that are here. Ray Bellucci and Wendy Williams, thank you for your leadership. It was at a partnership board retreat that we envisioned the need for a Center City Parks plan, and we committed the funds to partner with the city to bring this forward. Thank you for your leadership. Please welcome an incredible leader, Lindy Eichenbaum-Lent, and thank you again to our amazing partners at the city, Mayor Hancock, and our Parks and Recreation Department for being good partners and great visionaries. Lindy, please join me on the stage.
Hello, good afternoon. On behalf of the Civic Center Conservancy, welcome to Civic Center Park. Thank you to our board members who are here today. And this is just a typical Tuesday in Civic Center. This isn't special for the press conference. Food trucks, live music, fitness classes, lawn games. Come check us out on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. This is what a vibrant downtown park is like. But I'm here today to talk about sustainability and what a sustainable downtown is. It's balanced, thriving, resilient, responsible, civic, and visionary. The Outdoor Downtown Plan looks at sustainability through environmental, economic, and stewardship lenses. From green streets to healthy waterways, from environmental education to increased use of native plantings for urban wildlife, the Outdoor Downtown Plan seeks to further promote the environmental and ecological benefits of parks and green space. Civic Center Park just so happens to be home to vegetable gardens maintained by Grow Local Colorado, and the Outdoor Downtown Plan recommends expanding opportunities for community gardens and urban agriculture downtown. The Outdoor Downtown Plan also seeks to increase the downtown tree canopy. Hard to believe, but downtown Denver currently has only 4% tree cover, putting us at the lower end of in terms of urban tree canopy coverage amongst comparable cities nationwide. Given that our urban tree canopy provides respite from the sun and heat, provides habitat for urban wildlife, mitigates the urban heat island effect caused by development, and reduces air pollution, the Outdoor Downtown Plan sets a goal of planting and maintaining 1,000 new trees downtown over the next decade. But probably most exciting to an organization like the Civic Center Conservancy and our friends here today representing efforts to revitalize other downtown parks are the Outdoor Downtown Plan's recommendations around diversifying park funding opportunities and increasing the stewardship of all downtown parks through a variety of tools and initiatives. Plans don't become reality without resources, and the Outdoor Downtown Plan takes an important look at potential funding sources, mechanisms, and opportunities to better engage the community at large in the future of our urban parks and public spaces. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Don Cohen, President of the Riverfront Park Association, who will speak about a recreational downtown.
Well, welcome to my neighborhood. It's really fun to be able to say that because I'm a downtown Denver resident and we love living downtown. And what we love is, and what is really surprising to us, is all the outdoor recreational, and for that matter with the city recreation centers, indoor recreational opportunities. Today it's all about outdoors. And in the last 5 years, my wife and I own a Winnebago motorhome. We have traveled 80,000 miles, and that is through many American cities. And we're always curious about to get on our bikes, come into a downtown area, and benchmark wherever we're visiting against Denver. Denver, we are doing really, really well. And it's because of this kind of civic vision and leadership and thinking about the outdoor plan. Living across from Commons Park, we've been able to activate our park for passive recreation. We've been able to start having exercise classes there, and this is for seniors to toddlers, and we're seeing more and more people drawn to the parks who actually live downtown. This is one of our fastest growing neighborhoods, from Civic Center down to Riverfront. You know, we have a lot more residents coming. And these are the things that when you visit other cities, you don't feel that high level of activity and action that we feel here in Denver. It is that vibrancy that really attracted us from years of living outside the city, is to come back into the center of it. From the organized games of kickball and softball at Cuernavaca Park to the recreation that we have within Commons, and then following other greenways and working to different parts of the main part of the city, the outdoor plan really amps up the thinking about really creating spaces that residents and visitors will both really enjoy. And we can see those differences wherever we go, and we're really, really appreciative, third time's the charm, of it. So I'm thrilled to be asked here. I was also thrilled that I was able to talk about recreation, so I didn't have to dress. But so if it was culture, that would have required a different wardrobe. And with culture, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Richard Sharp, who is the CEO of Visit Denver. Thank you.
Mayor, we're going to have to change it up this week. We've been talking a lot about beer, with the beer fest going on, but today it's my pleasure, and I've got great dancers out here to talk a little bit about cultural downtown. And cultural downtown is a vibrant, artful, storied, innovative, layered, and authentic. And I think you see a little of that right now. We worked for about a year on the 10-year tourism roadmap, which was really our strategic plan. And that really, the vision of this strategic plan that we worked on was to make Denver America's leading outdoor city, perfect example of that today, known to visitors for its urban, active, and cultural experiences. So I'm really happy to talk about this today. The outdoor plan will help us achieve the vision and create a cultural downtown that is a treasured asset not only for the Denver residents but visitors alike. The cultural downtown plan will enhance programs, amenities, activities in the park and public spaces that promote experiences that are unique and authentic to Denver's brand as a vibrant, creative outdoor city. A cultural downtown is filled with cutting-edge visual arts, historic treasures, public art, festivals, music, dance, year-round outdoor events, and more to activate public spaces and welcome all people to participate and enjoy. You can see it going on behind me. You can see it here with the food trucks. It's just fantastic. One other example is the installation of Circle of Animals by Chinese artist Ai Weiwei, which will be on temporary display here in Civic Center Park beginning today. I think it's right over here, isn't it? Yeah, great. So now it's my pleasure to introduce Denver City Council President Albus Brooks.
How we doing? Only thing we're missing here is a little bit of music. I feel bad. The ladies are up here dancing, no music, but you guys are doing a great job because when you have no music, you are always on beat, looking good. I'm here to talk about a social downtown. You know, when we talk about these park systems, what are parks without people? And people won't come without activation. And so it's so important that we activate all of our parks, like you see happening right now. This is an activated park. Good move. And the activities going on all over the place. But that doesn't just happen. The first thing that we need in our parks is make sure the folks are safe. And so one of the things that we've been looking at, it's looking at the regulatory system in activating parks and making sure people are safe. And one of the things that we did here and are working on is hiring more park rangers for this park and making sure folks know that they're in a safe and clean environment. The other thing we did is to make sure that you can have a regulatory environment where you can have food and beverage. Right now you see a ton of food trucks parked in a private location. We made sure that that regulatory framework was set up so that those things can happen. Social downtowns and these parks, it makes sure that we connect people. We want folks from all different parts of life coming together, connecting, and making sure that they can enjoy this park. And the last thing about a social, it has to be beautiful. Would you guys look around to these flower beds right now and give it up for the park staff? Come on now. That doesn't just, check, 1, 2, okay, here we go. That doesn't just happen. That's by hard work. And before I introduce the mayor, I want to introduce one of my allies on council who's here, Stacy Gilmore, who's an ally for the Parks Department. Give it up for Stacy Gilmore, who's in the house. All right, and our last and final person coming up here is our mayor. And, you know, when you talk about a downtown environment, it's important that people understand and they live, work, and play in a downtown environment. And this mayor that we have was actually born in a downtown neighborhood. And so he gets the understanding of what it means to have a culturally vibrant downtown and park system. So give it up for our mayor, Michael B. Hancock.
Thank you. Thank you, Council President Brooks. Let me just say this, though. This press conference is helping me live out a dream. I've always wanted to be a hip-hop artist with my own dancers. I'm getting it in, y'all. This is this. Now I don't rap my whole speech. Listen. First of all, congratulations, everyone. Isn't this beautiful right here? Have y'all seen this? This is where it's at. There is nothing like seeing our community come together on a vision for a vibrant future for our city. And that's exactly what this outdoor downtown plan represents. And throughout the process that Happy acknowledged, and by the way, while I'm at it, I saw Brad Buchanan come in. You were acknowledged earlier. Since you just got here, we're acknowledging you again, Brad. And I also understand that Leslie Torgowski is somewhere in the audience. Where is she? Chair of our PRAD board. Thank you for being here as well, Leslie. Where are all the PRAD members? Raise your hand. There they are. Thank you all very much for your work that you do. Throughout this process that Happy explained, we've had the privilege to build upon the great vision that past leaders have put in motion for our parks and open spaces. For example, we are in Civic Center Park today because Mayor Spear propelled Denver into the era of the City Beautiful movement. And today we're bringing a renewed focus on our downtown parks and open spaces through this great plan. Our downtown is more than just a series of buildings and streets, as been said already, and lights, It's where we come together to enjoy culture. It ought to be where we come together to enjoy culture. Have fun, gather as a community, express ourselves as a city, and create memories like we do on Independence Eve right here in this park when close to 1 million people show up. And in a city nearing 700,000 people, it's never been more important to protect, to preserve, and to grow our parks and recreational opportunities. Do you all agree with that? So all the speakers have shared a little about cultural, recreational, connected, social, and sustainable downtown. Included in this framework that we're releasing today are 4 iconic features to help elevate outdoor downtown experience. First, bringing a premier children's playground to our city center to promote a family-friendly downtown for residents and visitors alike. Nothing could be more important as more people decide to call Denver, our downtown, their home. Second, a multi-functional arts and cultural park. This is my favorite part of the entire plan. To further activate Denver's performing arts complex and extend the city's vibrant visual, performing arts, and cultural activities into the park. Third, the creation of a central plaza, a gathering place that is active every day and serves as a venue for large events. And finally, Tammy Dorr mentioned it, the spunky Tammy Dorr. Talked about the downtown loop, a pedestrian and bike route connecting that major downtown landmarks. This outdoor downtown plan has tapped into what we as a city believe in and who we are as a city. Throughout the last 2 years, we have tested elements of the outdoor downtown plan, and people have responded pretty positively. Let me see if you remember some of this. The silent dance, or dancing to the silent DJ, that might be right here. But it happened at the pop-up park at 21st Street. Join a fitness class or a free concert at Commons Park. Meeting co-workers at a beer garden or taking your canine friend to a pop-up dog park. And our residents have demonstrated and have said very clearly they're ready. And it will take our residents to put all of these elements into play and to make sure that we bring them to fruition. Each speaker today represented the power of partnership. Through your participation, dedication, and innovation, we can build upon the legacy of those who came before us and the new possibilities for those of us who are here and those who will follow us. We can create a healthy, active, and sustainable downtown, not only for ourselves, but for future generations. So, we ask you to join me, and as we take steps to put the outdoor downtown plan to motion. Thank you all for being here, and let's build our outdoor downtown plan together.